The deterioration of our planet has not been a recent discovery and has caused many controversial issues throughout the world. One of the biggest issues that we as a society face is global warming. The temperature of Earth is increasing every year due to global warming, which is the radiation from the sun being trapped in Earth's atmosphere due to greenhouse gases. Some examples of greenhouse gases are water vapor, carbon dioxide, and methane. These gases can absorb the long wavelength radiation being radiated back into the atmosphere. Many countries have tried to set up organizations and treaties to try and limit the emission of carbon dioxide but have not been successful due to the necessity of carbon dioxide to the production of industry. One example is the Kyoto Protocol, which gave every developing and developed country a limit to how much carbon dioxide they were allowed to emit. Unfortunately, the United States did not sign the treaty, which led to many other countries to decline as well. Without all the countries being in agreement, the planet as a whole has failed to come up with an answer to global warming, and our environment will continue to disintegrate. And sadly, it will be too late. The increase in the surface temperature of Earth has caused the melting of our polar ice caps, which in turn has raised the sea level and has affected the wildlife of the poles. Not only are the wildlife that live above the sea level being affected and coming close to extinction, but also the marine life. Due to the melting of the ice, it has diluted the water and affect the level of salinity. The marine life in the poles have become adapted to living in a level of salinity that is comfortable to them, and if this balance is removed, then they can become extinct, which in turn would wipe out a food source of polar bears and other wildlife and cause a major domino effect in the food chain. Another consequence of climate change are hurricanes. In order for hurricanes to form, they need warm waters and high temperatures. Due to global warming, hurricanes will be in turn more frequent and more damaging. This can cause catastrophic damages to cities in which hurricanes are already common, and furthermore cause a strain on their economy due to millions, if not trillions, of dollars needed for the damages that such hurricanes can cause. Where will the city get the money to rebuild the millions of homes, schools lost, highways damaged, and will the citizens have to pay higher taxes to be able to fund organizations that will come to their aid in such events? With increasing temperatures can also cause an increase in heat-related illnesses and diseases. According to Physicians for Social Responsibility, the heat wave that struck Europe in the summer of 2003 claimed the lives of more than 70,000 people. This can include heat stroke in places that are not adapted to have such hot summers, and people are unprepared to stand such heat. Moreover, diseases and pests such as mosquitoes that were once limited to inhabiting the tropics and that can carry illnesses such as malaria may find welcoming condition in new areas that were once too cold for them to thrive in, reported by the Nature Conservancy. Whether we see the immediate effects of climate change or not, it is a persistent issue that needs to be taken care of, not only for our sake, but for future generations to come. We do not want to leave behind an inhabitable earth that future generations will have to suffer because we as a society did not see the necessity to make a change. If there is no immediate pathway to a change, then islands that were previously populated will no longer exist. For example, Manhattan. Additionally, there can be an epidemic of disease. There can be a break in the food chain, and that can even affect economies that depend on marine life that will be in turn wiped out. Whether directly or indirectly, we will all be affected in a negative way. There are many ways that we can help. We can speak up and take charge. We can contact our local politicians and make them see the need for a change. We can power our homes with renewable energy, invest in energy-efficient appliances, and most importantly, lower our carbon footprint. We as a society need to come together and help our planet, or future generations will not have a place called home as beautiful as it once was.